Alex Jones is celebrating a legal victory in Texas, but for those paying attention, you know it has the practical value of a paper umbrella in a Category 5 hurricane. A Texas appeals court has slashed his defamation judgment from nearly $50 million down to $5.6 million. The ruling leaves intact the $4.1 million in compensatory damages owed to Sandy Hook parents, but pares back the punitive damages to $1.5 million under Texas statutory caps. And while Jones has framed this as a magnificent constitutional victory, the larger problem remains untouched: a separate $1.25 billion Connecticut judgment from the Sandy Hook litigation. So yes, cutting more than $44 million off a secondary judgment is dramatic, but when you're already buried beneath more than $1 billion in liabilities, this is kind of the financial equivalent of a drowning man rejoicing because the tide dropped by 2 inches. That said, the real irony is not the arithmetic, it's that Jones may have loosened the very legal machinery keeping Infowars out of someone else's hands. For months, Jones' most useful asset has obviously not been his money, it has been the legal red tape surrounding Infowars. Appeals, stays, unresolved liabilities, and procedural fog, the things that have kept the court-ordered liquidation of the company from fully moving forward. But by winning this appeal, Jones has dismantled part of his own barricade. Now, this does not automatically hand Infowars to anyone, but one major uncertainty hanging over the process has now been resolved, and that could matter for his most creative tormentor, The Onion. The satirical publication has been pursuing a temporary licensing arrangement that would allow it to use Infowars' trademarks, copyrights, and intellectual property, effectively transforming the conspiracy empire into a massive parody of itself. To be clear, this is not the same as The Onion's failed 2024 bankruptcy auction bid, which was overturned by a federal judge. This is a separate proposed licensing deal that has been stuck while the liquidation proceedings remain stayed during Jones's appeal. So, by cutting more than $44 million off the Texas judgment, Jones has also removed one of the legal barriers protecting Infowars from its next act. He has not lost the platform overnight, the microphones will stay on, the cameras will keep rolling, and the studio lights will remain bright, but they may soon belong to people who intend to turn his legacy into the punchline.
Follow us, Infowars!